Hi, I'm Campbell Oldham, and today I'm going to be talking about Vlad the Impaler, also known as Vlad the Dracula. Vlad was born in 1431 in Transylvania. His father was Vlad II and his mother was Eupraxia of Moldavia. He reigned and was the ruler of Wallachia 3 times before he died. He was first the ruler in 1448. Then in 1456 to 1462, and then in 1476 until he died. They called him Vlad the Impaler because he was known for brutally punishing his enemies. He is also known as Vlad the Dracula due to his thirst and taste for blood. One of the other reasons he was called Vlad Dracula was because in 1431, King Sigismund, who later became the Holy Roman Emperor, made Vlad II, Vlad Dracula's father, part of a knightly order. It was called the Order of the Dragon. This designation gave Vlad II a new surname, Dracul. This was because of the fact that the word for dragon in Old Romanian was Drac. His son Vlad III would later be known as the son of Dracul, therefore being called Dracula. In modern Romanian, the word Drac refers to another feared creature, the devil. In 1459, it was recorded that Vlad had not paid his respects to the Sultan for 3 years. Obviously, the Sultan was annoyed at Vlad for doing so. Vlad had secret negotiations with Matthias Corvinus, who was king of Hungary. And when the Sultan was informed by spies, he sent Campbell to bring Vlad back to Constantinople, where the Sultan was on an expedition. The Sultan also had a plan for Hamza to catch Vlad on his way to Constantinople. When Vlad found out about the Sultan's deceit and trickery, he has both Campbell and Hamza executed. After the execution, Vlad gave orders to a Turkish commander in fluent Turkish to open the gates of the fortress of Giurgiu, which is where the Sultan lived. Vlad and his army broke in and captured the fortress. They invaded the Ottoman Empire and ruined villages along the Danube. Vlad informed Matthias Corvinus in a letter of his military actions and he asked for some military assistance. He wrote in the letter that he had broken the peace with the Sultan, that more than 23,884 Turks and Bulgarians had been killed. He also said in his letter that he had done this for the honour of the King and the Holy Crown of Hungary, and for the preservation of Christianity and the strengthening of the Catholic faith. When the Sultan found out about the invasion, he raised an army of more than 150,000 strong. His army was said to be second in size only to the one. The Sultan gave orders to his army to take over Wallachia. The Sultan said to Vlad's brother, Radu, that once they had taken over Wallachia, it was to be handed over to him instead. This was to show that his main purpose of the attack was just to change the leader of Wallachia. When the Sultan's army reached Wallachia, Vlad realized he was outnumbered by the enemy and retreated towards the capital of Wallachia, Targovista. Then one night, Vlad broke into the Ottoman camp, attempting to capture or kill the Sultan. If they captured or killed the Sultan, then the Ottomans would have not known what to do, and Vlad would have had a much better chance of taking down the Ottoman Empire. But they completely missed where the Sultan was sleeping, and they attacked the groups that were the Viziers, Mahmud, Pasha, and Isaac. They made their way back to the Targovista at dawn. When the Ottomans awoke, they were horrified to see a forest of the impaled, where there were thousands of stakes with carcasses of executed people. When the Ottomans left more and more people started following and liking Vlad's brother Radu. So Vlad decided to travel to Transylvania to see Matthias Corvinus and ask for some assistance. But Corvinus decided to imprison Vlad. He was then released 13 years later in 1475 at the request of Stephen III of Moldavia. He then fought in Matthias Corvinus's army against the Ottomans, but was murdered at the end of 1476. So, as you can see, Vlad the Impaler was not liked by basically anyone, and there are many movies and books written about him today that describe to you, like I have, how awful and destructive he was. I hope that none of you listening turn out like Vlad did. Thanks for listening.